Sign into chat. No web browser. Got it. Open web browser. What's up, guys? Edward, Farms, Chris. Welcome to a just a fun little hangout night. Been a minute since I did a live stream, and since everybody else has been live streaming, I was like, well, shoot, I want to live stream too. Man, one more night. Show us your guitars. What's up, Paper Cuts? Actually, you know what? I got a new guitar. I got a bass guitar for Christmas. Just yesterday. I've been actually asking my wife for a bass guitar. I got a Jackson JS23, brand spanking new. Actually, it's really, really nice. I have been wanting a bass guitar for some time, and I'm glad I finally have one. You know, I actually really wanted to get a Les Paul. A long time ago, my goal was to actually get a I wanted a Gibson SG, and I couldn't afford one so instead what I ended up buying was this guitar back in 2009. This is an Ibanez Gax 30 Geo, and it's a piece of shit, but I love it. Then when I finally got a chance to go buy a real guitar, you know, I had like real money and I could actually play. I went to go pick up a Gibson SG, and I'll tell you what, I hated it. I did not like the way the Gibson felt. I did not like the way an Ibanez felt, and so I ended up buying a Schecter, which is this guy. I ended up buying one of these, and this was on sale. This is like a $1,200 guitar. This was on sale at Guitar Center for, I want to say, $450 for President's Day, like 6 years ago. Actually, now going on 8 years ago. And this has been my main guitar for everything. What I love about it, it has active pickups, but it has coil splitting, so I can get pretty much whatever sound I want out of it. What's going on, Brian? Welcome. Slade, welcome. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year's. You just threw that thing. Yeah, pretty much. Also, I have this box. I knew people were going to ask me about it. I did bring this. This is the grill. So we'll let more people hop in the chat, and I'll open this guy up and we can take a look at it, because I know I've been getting a lot of questions since I posted it on Instagram about that. Paper Cut Man SGs, I'm not a huge fan either. It was too flat. Dude, that is exactly how okay. I didn't like how flat it was, and I didn't like the neck. The neck was, oh man, I guess it was too thick of a neck. And remember, look, I'm used to holding a small thing in my hands, you know. So I didn't like the way the neck felt, and I originally loved the Ibanez. I wanted to get a Gem because they had a very thin neck, and then I found this Schecter. Gems were still like $1,200, and you know, I did not have that kind of money at that time. Plus, even then, I really wasn't that good of a guitarist to justify spending that kind of money on a guitar when I'm still really terrible. So what's going on, guys? What's going on with everybody? You guys doing okay? Hey, is everybody ready for the holidays? We only got 2 more days. People are stressing out about Christmas. I know my wife is. She is stressed out about everything related to Christmas. So unfortunately, half of that is actually my fault. I'm not a big Christmas fan. Did you see my comment the other day about third gear being blocked when pushing hard out of second? I just think there is something like if you're turning the wheel too hard, safety function? No, I don't know. I'm not really sure about that. They're going to block pushing hard out of second. No, I do know that when I'm racing, I'll sometimes have issues going into third, but it hasn't really been very frequent. It's just like every now and then. But I think it's more with me not engaging the clutch as fast as I am engaging the gear. I think that's what that is. Don't worry about it, Paper. It's not a big deal. I was just saying. Plus, I'm a talker. I'll talk about anything all day long. Also, how's the audio sound? Because I'm actually using my Fifine mic right now. Dude freeload blocks me going into third for like half a second, and I try again. Now, I do know that there is, there is a, what is, like a slight rev hang. I know D-Man was talking about it, that there's like a slight rev hang going into third. But, like, I haven't really experienced it. Well, I'm glad the audio's good. Usually people, you know, audio tends to be an issue from time to time, but I'm trying to do a better job of all of it, you know. Here, let me show you guys what I got. I got a couple of things. So this is going to be a surprise for many people, but you guys are actually hearing it pretty early. I'm going to be working with JD Muscle on a lot of stuff. They recently reached out to me to make videos for their channel. They're actually asking for, they're asking different content creators to make installation videos for their channel. And so they're going to be sending me a bunch of stuff, and I'm going to be making installation videos for their channel, and I'm going to be doing some of those things for my channel as well. So I picked up a couple of things. Some of the stuff that I ordered just came in today. And you guys are going to be really surprised when I show you what I got, because this was my original plan like a year ago when I first got this car. This was the plan, and I gave up this plan because, I don't know, I decided just not to go that direction. A long time ago, I was going to get the car white. I was going to get white wheels, and my goal was it was going to be full cherry blossom red front to back. Cherry blossom red lips, side skirts, the spats, rear diffuser, a wing, the hood scoop. Everything was going to be cherry blossom red, and then like the brake calipers, all of it. So since I didn't do that, and I never got graphics on the car like I wanted to, I decided to add a little bit of color. So I have my first cherry blossom red piece. This is mirror caps. So I'm going to have cherry blossom red mirror caps. I bought canards. So I got cherry blossom red canards, which are still coming. I'll show you guys that in a little bit. But the thing that I wasn't sure about this when I first saw it, and I'm still not 100% sure, and I know everybody pretty much feels the same way, so I figured tonight would be a good time to show you guys the new JD Muscle AMG, Benz / Maserati grill, which I decided to pick up. And if you guys know anything about me, I am not shy about doing things that are super controversial, so I ended up getting this. If you guys haven't seen any of my stories or anything like that, so this is it. This is the grill, man. This is the AMG grill. People have been wondering what it looks like. This is what it looks like. It is going to go on the car sometime next week after Christmas. I honestly, now that I'm looking at it like in person, it doesn't look that bad, right? It's not a bad looking piece. I like that I'm getting the emblem back. That is going to be pretty interesting. I know, dude. Everybody's been asking me. They want to see what it looks like. So from what I can tell, it is legitimate carbon fiber. It's not like, now again, I have to preface this. I am not an expert on carbon fiber, but I can tell you that this is not ABS. It is actually carbon fiber. I just don't know what type of carbon fiber it is. I will try to take more pictures of this so you guys can see what like the back. Let me see if you guys can show you. You guys can confirm. So you can see it's got like a weaving to it. This is the back of it. But I don't know what type of carbon fiber it is supposed to be style-wise. So if you know, let us know. Some of you guys are more of an expert on it than I am. This is actually my first carbon fiber piece that I have ever gotten. So let me catch up on the chat. That Black WRX, thanks for hopping by. Polish Bullet, man, what's going on, bro? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. Tales of Chippy, would like to see that on. Yes, exactly. That's my thing. I do want to. I'm gonna try it, right? It doesn't hurt to try it. Look, it's a free piece. Like, what am I gonna say? I'm gonna say no to a free piece? Like a free piece of carbon fiber? I'm gonna try it. I don't have to keep it, right? I still have my black grill. I'm gonna throw this on. We'll see how it looks, And if anything, I get it for, doing very little work. So I'm not gonna, who am I to look a gift horse in the mouth, right? Exactly, man. Tales of Chippy. Anything for carbon fiber. But Brian, so the thing is, I honestly, I don't know what I'm going to think about it until it's on the car. Because right now, what I feel like there's just a big open gap in the front of the car because I have the Catfish grill. And I kind of like having the emblem back. And I was considering doing my own emblem. I'm actually thinking about making an emblem with my own logo on it. So like, I probably won't even keep this. But we'll see what it looks like. Is there a pic of it with one on the VB? Actually, you know what's funny is I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I wish Alex or Leo from JD Muscle, I think this was actually from the JD Muscle car. So if you go to JD Muscle's, you know what, let me pull it up. I'll pull it up right now. Let me pull it up. I think this is actually from JD Muscle's car. They took it off for me because I ended up asking them for it. And I wasn't sure if I was going to like it, and I still am a little on the fence, but I'm willing to try it out. JD Muscle Instagram, let me see. JD Muscle Instagram, let me see. Whoops, lost you guys. Let me share my screen with you guys. Keep the chat up. It looks, let me catch up to chat. Jugman, it looks awesome. I like that. It does have the emblem. You know, that's kind of nice. JDM grill, sport grill. Okay, so the reason why I don't like the sport grill, I think the holes are too small. And it looks, to me, I think it looks weird. So originally when they had the sports grills from everywhere, you know, like OEM and Noble and all that, I was not a fan to begin with. So, but the beauty of it is we have a lot of options. And I am a big fan of options. So here we go. Here is, I can't blow it up anywhere. So this is it. This is what it looks like. It doesn't look bad, but of course it's gonna depend on you, right? Everybody has their opinion. Some people like the sports grill. Some people like the Catfish grill. Some people like the OEM grill, which actually, you know what? I am a fan of the OEM grill, but I wanted black, and I know in Japan theirs is black. So if all else fails and I don't like anything else, I'll get the JDM one. But you know what? It's worth a try. And you know what? It is unique. It is different. It looks different than every other grill. So at least it's something that's going to let my car stand apart. Like it's going to stand out. What's going on, Jordan, man? Welcome to the live stream. VB Ryan, welcome to the live stream. Garrett, welcome. Kind of Mercedes looking? Yes, it does. It really does. Alex says, I honestly think the stock grill looks great. I completely agree, Alex. I really do. I just didn't like the fact that it wasn't black. And they actually made it like a gray tinge, which I'm not a fan of that. But still, if we get the one from Japan, so there we go. Let's see. 22WX JDM grill is, I believe it is actually black. Yeah, see, theirs is gloss black. Ours is not. Ours is gray for some reason. I don't know why Subaru chose that. And that's how I kind of felt with like the wheels. The stock wheels are also gray. They're not black, which I actually had no idea that was the case. So that's how it be, yo. Whoops. What did I do? There we go. Looks like a wide Superman badge. Yeah, you know what? It's actually, I think if you know what? I think my grill is, you know what? My OEM grill is right here. Let me go get the badge on it real quick. There. So I got because I'm in my garage, I actually have the OEM grill right here. So that's the OEM grill, right? So let's see how big that is compared to. Dude, I think it actually might be a little bit bigger. Oh no, it's an illusion. They're the same size. They're actually. Can I put it side by side? They're the same size. I thought maybe one was actually bigger. No, I don't think all the JDM ones do. I think there's a specific S4 version that has it. Now I'm like sitting here. I got grill. Call me Nelly. I got too many grills. I'll put this back. Some of you guys who joined a little bit late, I did showcase some of the other parts that I picked up. I have mirror caps coming. Well, I have mirror caps right now. I have a rear diffuser coming, but it's white, and I'm not 100% sure about it. I'm going to try it, but the mirror caps I got and the canards that I'm getting are actually cherry blossom red, so a little bit more color going on the car. So the other pieces, yeah, it's in there. I'm just trying to be a little more unique, you know, let the car stand out, because one thing that I'm about my car is to be honest, it really looks like every other car. Like, it doesn't look different in any way. So I was like, oh, let me do something different. Brian, I am also the sports grill. Yeah, dude, the emblem I kind of miss, and realistically, I wouldn't mind actually having a lit emblem on that, because I think that would be pretty cool. We're super clean. The white with blacks is crazy. Now I'm starting to shadow. Does it not come? Does it come in not carbon? Oh, this grill. So this JDM grill right now only comes in carbon. I actually did ask them that, because in case I decide to not use the carbon, I may consider that same grill if they have it in black. So that might be something. Dude, I think it would look crazy if it was in white. Yeah, whoa. Cherry blossom red on ignition red, though. Oh, I wonder if anybody's done it. You know what? Time to Google, because that is a very good question. Ignition red WRX with cherry blossom red. You know what? I am not seeing anybody do cherry blossom red with ignition red, but you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. That's a great opportunity for you to be the first one. Oh, wait, I think there it is. Yes. Maybe? I don't know. Kind of looks cherry blossom red. Anybody else? Yeah. Hey, there's my video. No, I think you might be the first. And it is always worth being number one, even if it's something weird. Because at least everybody's gonna remember it. I don't know. I don't think anybody's done it, but if I find it, I'll let you know. What else is going on here? Oh man, I'm like behind. I'm gonna keep my stock grill. Have you upgraded? Paper Cuts asked if I upgraded my shifter knob. I got one of those carbon. Yeah, so I actually have. I have a what is it? I have a carbon fire. What am I saying? I have one from. Oh my god, I have one from Parent. Let me go back and see if I can find it. Where is it? I think it's some kind of. It's not bad. Oh, right here. So it's this one right here. It's not bad. This, I don't want to like undo it. So it's an okay shifter or shift knob. What I don't like about it is it's really smooth. And if I'm driving a lot, which I do, and for racing and for track days and stuff like that, I prefer something with a little bit of texture on it, so I can grip my hand around it. This is way too smooth. And actually, I am considering switching that out to something else. And that was from Parent. It is a really nice piece, but I'm not that big of a fan of it. And plus, it's not like super white, so I kind of want it to be more white. Tales of G, I just checked online. You could do a custom overlay sticker of your YouTube channel. Oh, yeah, that actually might be something. I think I will do that, because, I mean, I have so many ideas when it comes to... Dude, this is what I was going to do. Before I changed the grill, I was thinking, like, right above the intercooler, I was actually going to put a skull with red eyes, because, like, the entire middle of the grill was empty. So that's, like, that might be something I still do. I don't know yet. What am I? Also, I want cherry blossom red in my life. Yeah, Brian. I added a white brace behind my grill because, yeah, it was very empty. You know what? I was going to add a brace, but I had no, the brace didn't fit because I had a front mount. So then I didn't want to get another brace. So I was like, just forget it. I'm just going to skip that whole thing. Ceramic white. I want to kind of add the OEM STI lip. That is cherry. Yeah, VB Brian. So the red accents and cherry blossom red on white just looks like white, blue, and black. I think looks amazing. I mean, the other ones do too, like silver and gray look really good too. But those three colors, man, it looks really good. Yeah, I agree. You should definitely do it. Oh, Brian, you're the one that said you got this? Because I know that they have, is it NBR Motorsport? They have a grill, or sorry, not a grill. They actually have a brace that's like the half of the brace. So the bottom part doesn't mess with the intercooler, because the one I got was just like the basic Noble one, which like most of the ones that were coming out there, it was just like the X brace. And the bottom part did not fit because the intercooler was there. So that wasn't going to work. Thoughts on the Tomei release on the exhaust? Dude, okay, VB Ryan, I saw that. Let me pull that up. Now, Tomei import image. Let's pull that up here. Do they have it on their website? Did they put that on their Instagram? Let me see. Import. So they're asking about the Tomei single exit and dual exit fart cannon style exhausts, and I have heard a lot of Tomei exhausts on VBs, and they sound really good. But I have not heard any of the titanium ones. Where is it? I thought they literally just posted it like a few days ago. Or was it on their Instagram that they posted it? Let's see. Tomei 22WX titanium exhaust. Fitting the Tomei on the 22 Airflow. Don't care about them at all. Oh, here we go. There we go. Let me do just a face. So here is what we're talking about. This just came out for the VB. So they got a single fart cannon and they've got a dual fart cannon, but they're titanium. The problem, and I don't want to use the word problem, it is expensive. It is very expensive. Let's see. Do they have the price? I think one is like $1,400 and the dual is like $1,800. But to be fair, it is titanium, and Tomei is known to be like pretty good stuff. Where is the price? I mean, that is really good. Like the best reason to buy a single exit fart cannon of titanium is because it weighs literally nothing. Look at that, 17 and a half, like basically 18 pounds. So that's a good amount of weight reduction. And it's not, it doesn't even, it comes with a silencer too. So for you guys who find that the car is a little too loud, where is the price? Where is the price? So the dual is $1,800. It's $1,900 for the dual fart cannon. And $1,300 for the single. So, I mean, it is a full catback, but, I don't know what Aeroflow has. Let me catch up here on chat. Thoughts and release. Should my brother do this? Blah, blah, blah. Brian says, brakes, and I'm going with a bunch of shit. Yeah. Brakes is something I still need to do. Silvering bottom start to spin on the stock one. Pretty sure the glue busted. Paper, what are you talking about? What happened? What's going on here? Yeah, time out. Way off topic. Oh, here we go. Edward, way off topic, but R32 Skyline gave me the Subi wave. Dude, everybody else doesn't have a problem. It's like just Subi people have problems. I don't know what their problem is. Link to it. Hell yeah, I got the ETS buffer. The thing about how to say this. Maybe it's my ears. Maybe it's me, right? If it's me, I apologize, but I feel like most exhausts on the VB sound very similar. Most. And is that fair to say? Because, look, I have a VB, right? And I have an MA Performance catback from a 21WX. The piping is different. The angles of the pipe is different. We had to rotate it. We had to do a bunch of stuff, cut it, all this stuff. And mine sounds so similar to many other exhausts, right? Except for like the ones that are like really muffled, because obviously I don't have mufflers, so I don't know. That's what I think. This is why I always tell people, go when you're looking for an exhaust, pick an exhaust that you think looks cool and that fits your budget. Don't worry about the sound that much, because if it's muffled, it's gonna sound all right. If it's not muffled, it's gonna sound like crazy anyway. So Rocky Rockwell says, bro, I so badly want to go outside, take a picture of my VB. It is caked in mud. Oh, dude, that's awesome. That's how it should be. So Polish, I gotta say, okay, when it comes to, man, I have so many. So like, I want to, you guys are here. How many people are in here right now? 24. Okay. You 24 people are about to hear some really interesting things that I usually don't say on camera, on video, because I am very opinionated, right? We all are. And I'm in a position where if I say something, people will take it really seriously and then use it as fact, obviously because of the platform that I have now. And other people will just be like, whatever, we don't care what he's saying. But like, when it comes to Aeroflow Dynamics, I've got a lot of problems with that, man. I don't, like, every time they post a YouTube video, I watch it and I'm like immediately irritated by what they're doing. And I have reasons for that, and I will probably get into that. As I should have brought down a margarita, because I'd tell you guys everything. Matthias says, turning a 23 Ware Valley Blue bass into a project car, thinking of lifting the suspension. Oh, dude, do it. If I can suggest, I am actually picking up a Cobb has a system. It's actually one of those suspension spacers, so you can lift the car by like I think like an inch and a half. And so I'm actually doing that. So Cobb is sending me that piece here in probably the next few weeks. And I'm going to be doing that because I'm actually getting off of my coilovers. I'm going back to stock suspension so I can put on the spacers until I get actual suspension for rallying, because I am actually going to be doing a lot of off-road stuff. Have I tried? Hold on, I got to catch up to this. I gotta catch up. Alex says, love getting random waves once I get the VB. Yeah, dude. I meet a lot of people on the road that either want to race because they know that it's a new car, or just wave and stuff like that. Let's see. Have I tried? So, Confirmation 07 asks, have I ever tried Process West? No, I have not. I actually got in touch with them. I had gotten in touch with them because I wanted to make a video on their front mount, because it's very inexpensive, and they have some things on it that I thought were interesting, and I wanted to ask questions. And so they knew exactly who I was. They asked me if I wanted some parts, but it was parts I already had. And I don't know if I would get into the whole business of trying out different hardware parts. I think I probably will, because I've had the parent stuff on my car pretty much since the very beginning. And I know that I want to talk to them. I want to get more parts, but like, I'll be honest with you guys, I am really lazy when it comes to installing things. I'm actually like the worst person. That's why you don't see a whole lot of installation videos on this channel. I'm terrible at it. So like, for me to constantly want to go, especially during the winter, to install parts, like, it's not going to happen, right? But I think that as people start offering me parts, I think it's fair that I start trying these different things out and having like real world performance benefits and seeing, because I know that if I switch over to an ETS intake right now, I know that I'll make more horsepower than the parent one, but like, I'm okay with it being where it is. Okay, so the Aeroflow Dynamic stuff. Here's what I'll say. Aeroflow Dynamics was a small company. When the VB first came out and everybody started hating on the flares, they went hard. They quadrupled down on trying to get those fender flares out ASAP. And because of that, I feel like their shit grew faster than they had anticipated. And so now they make tons of sales, but they're just behind on everything, right? That's how I feel. And the videos they make are just hella clickbaity. And obviously they make videos so they can sell the products, right? That's the game. I understand that. But like, if they just take a second to kind of figure out what their customer service angle is going to be, I think they could do well. I really do. Like, I don't wish ill on any company. I think like everybody goes into business to make money. I understand that. But like, we already know that you're in there to make money, but like you need to do the other stuff too, like being better with customer service and just being better with communicating. And I don't think they are. And I can't tell you how many times people have messaged me asking me after I got that grill, or no, I got the spoiler and the lip, which actually, this is the lip right here. This is the Aeroflow Dynamics lip. It's still on, like the one that I broke and I painted myself. I still have it hanging back here as a reminder to like never get that shit again because I don't want it. You know, I think they could do well, but people have asked me all the time, like, yo, I ordered this from them. Like, how long did it take you? Or, you know, I've been waiting for XYZ for like 3 months or some crazy shit like that. And I'm like, I feel bad because, you know, if somebody buys something because I suggest it and it's a company that has a bad rap, then it looks bad on the company, but the company doesn't give a damn, right? They're going to make money no matter what. I lose credibility, right? If I tell you guys, hey, you guys should only buy from Aeroflow Dynamics, half your shit's going to be on like layaway or not layaway, but like it's going to be on back order, or the other half is going to come busted. And you're going to come to me and say like, yo, Oase, you said like that stuff was good, you garbage human. Why'd you tell me to go buy it there? So that's my Aeroflow Dynamics rant. And then their whole YouTube is like a whole second thing. Like their VB does not make 500 horsepower. Oh my God. Every time they post that their VB makes 500 horsepower, it infuriates me because it is not true. And then like Chris Borges went to go drive it again. And on his video, I commented, I said, look, Chris, buy a VB. It's amazing. Second, that car does not make 500 horsepower. My God, it's just, it bothers me. It bothers me a lot. No, Polish, you did not start it. I've actually been wanting to do this for a long time. As my favorite thing, oh yeah, dude, every one of their videos, Chris, is like STI this, STI that. And I get it, right? They're trying to sell parts, right? That's their game. And I mean, it's working. People click the shit, right? People love clickbaity stuff. So my favorite thing about being on YouTube is not the free parts or this racing, like all that stuff is fun. I like the journalistic aspect of it. I like going places and like talking to people, talking to manufacturers, talking to tuners, talking to even like just users in the community, because like I like the talking and the communication and the news portion a lot more. That's my favorite thing. I love it. And I've been thinking about doing an expose series where I actually go in and do real journalistic investigation on different companies. Import Image Racing, Aeroflow Dynamics, JD Muscle, Subi Speed, you know, whoever the hell else is left, you know, Diode Dynamics. Because I think going in, you know, even if they give me parts, like I don't care. Like they could tomorrow be like, well, we're not going to send you parts anymore. And that's fine, right? I'm completely okay with that. As long as they understand that like I'm still a consumer. Like there's no difference between me and any of you guys that watch these videos. Like we are all consumers. And I have a feeling that if I did an Aeroflow Dynamics expose, it would be pretty bad, dude. It would be really bad because there's already tons of people that I can talk to interview and ask them what their experiences were. And I will give them the opportunity to respond. But like, I don't think it's going to be good. But it would be a wild ass video if I actually do go down that route, especially considering I can go to I can go to California, and I probably would. For that video, I would want to go there to see if they would do like in-person interviews to kind of give their side of the story, because like we always hear it on the outside. So I don't know. Okay, that's it. I am done with my whole Aeroflow Dynamics rant. I'm getting back to the chat. All right, what did I miss here? Probably only ever would buy cosmetic stuff from AFD. Yeah. I mean, they all, like I say, we've all already confirmed that all of these companies have pretty much the same parts, so it's not crazy. Yes, Chris Charles says Process West does make a very interesting top mount, and I have asked them about it. So they said I feel you on AFD, but they have some decent products. Yeah, and like I said, majority of those parts, they're the same. Import Image Racing does have really good shipping, and I think that's kind of where they make their difference. And Josh is doing a really good job of that. You know, customer service to me is way more important than, even like the quality of the part. Because like if something comes in that's really quality, it's great. But if it doesn't and the customer service is bad, now I'm stuck. And I hate feeling stuck. Brian, let's make fenders and we'll get rich. Dude, I'm telling you, I have considered so many times, like, thinking about, like, what I would do in the future. Like, I think about, like, merch and stuff like that, but, I mean, I'm not, as you can see, I've done such a terrible job of my merch. I don't even have my own merch. I actually am thinking about buying a couple more parts, more things for myself. Like, I have a hoodie that I want to get, and I'm working on a beanie because I like wearing beanies during the winter with my logo or something else. That would be something that people would want to buy. Let's see. This is cool. Wait a minute, let me catch up. I like Chris. He seems cool. Hate his taste in mods, but he's a young guy, so get it. Garrett, who's Chris? Is that the AFD guy that always... I thought it was Jeff. I can never remember. How much you think the car is making? That black WXS, how much the car... I believe that Aeroflow Diamond car is making, like, probably, like, between 410 and 430, maybe, because the parts that they have, they're not that much over the parts that I have or that most people have. Like, they're not making like a crazy amount of horsepower on their car, that much more, because like they've got, I think, like a Ray intake maybe, and like a Ray J-pipe maybe, which, you know, yeah, that's like good stuff, but I think it's like on par with like what you would get with ETS and E85. Paperclip says, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Garrett. Sorry, Chris Borges. So I like him. I like watching him because he reminds me a lot of like myself, because he's still, for all intents and purposes, wherever his channel has gone, he's still like an average, regular, down-to-earth person. And I think that is really what people relate to, because you look at somebody like Smedia or even like Remy, like these are just regular people doing fun stuff. You know, like, okay, you look at Import Image Racing's videos where they show like their installation videos, like Jim makes them. They're really good, but they're incredibly clinical and very precise because they need to be that way. But most of us don't do installations like that. Most of us, our installation that says 10 minutes on the paper will take 30 minutes to an hour. And that's the relatability that a lot of these companies lose out on. And even like SubiSpeed, like when I first got a lot of my parts on my 21 WRX, I used to watch SubiSpeed installation videos, but I was like, dude, how the hell is that shit taking them like 5 minutes? Like, I've been out here in this garage for two hours and I still can't make it work. And I'm still repeating that 5-minute video trying to figure out what the hell I did wrong. So that's the thing that makes somebody like him interesting to watch. Let's see. Information. The fact that the VB manuals will now have eyesight makes me appreciate my 22. Dude, there's a lot to talk about on the eyesight. And I feel like I have talked about it. Confirmation, you're asking for, he said, bring back Tuner Talk. Okay, I actually have a community post right now that not a lot of you guys posted on, and I asked you, please put out questions for Tuner Talk. And you guys didn't post any questions. Graham is actually available this weekend to do a Tuner Talk. And so I was trying to get some questions from you guys. Let me pull it up right now. Here we go. See? Where's all the comments, guys? Where's all the questions, right? Here we go. We got God's World said, that's a good question. Jump wanted to know if you could turn off safety systems, which I think the answer to that's probably going to be no. Just the general consensus on Pro Tuning SPT. That's a really good question. I actually do want to talk about that. I've been meaning on making a video about the SPT for a while now, because there's, it was great that like the thing started getting tuned, but like I stopped seeing people getting their SPTs tuned. I don't know why. I've only seen maybe like 3 or 4, and I felt like that really wasn't enough to make a video on. And this one right here, Love HC Chris threw out just tons of questions. Look at this. That's pretty much, okay, that right there is going to be the entire Tuner Talk right here. Graham is going to do, I asked him, he said he's got time this weekend, so hopefully he can sit down and we can actually do it, because, I mean, that'd be like a fun little Christmas video. You guys can have like Tuner Talk while you guys fight with your family this weekend. So, something to think about. But that is going to happen. They made a dyno video and it made 380. Exactly, Edward. Dude, that's what I'm saying. The shit does not make 500 horsepower. They're a bunch of bastards. Like, I don't want to get back on that. I'm not even drunk right now and I'm already like irritated. Cali regulations, yeah. That's always a problem. Rocky, hey man, if you want pictures of VB rigs doing gravel mud, let me know. I'll send them. Oh yeah, dude, you got my email. My email's on Facebook, heavymetalrex@gmail.com. I love stuff like that. You guys saw Subaru? Yes, I did see that video. Which, you know what? To be fair, in Japan it was already 5W30. But did you see on the in the manual it still said use this oil for WRX and WRX STI? What the hell is going on? Why is their manual so shit? Like, they really need to figure that stuff out. Hey, Joey. What's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Man, anything, as long as you have basic tools, or just the tools in general, won't take long. I did with Graham. What oil? 5W. I'm still doing 5W30 so far. Yeah, man, I've been wanting to do a tuner talk for a while. I actually told Graham that I felt kind of bad because, like, I have so many different styles of videos that I make. I forget to go back to a certain video until, like, I don't even think about it until later. And Tuner Talk has been really, so let me see. Tuner Talk, let me, I'll just talk about it. So Tuner Talk is a really great video. I have to figure out how to make that appeal to everybody because the biggest issue with Tuner Talk is, like, it doesn't get a lot of views outside, but it's such a useful series of videos. I don't know. I just maybe need to do better thumbnails on it or just, like, maybe better promotion because, like, those videos are the videos that other tuners watch and decide if they're going to come to the channel. I know that I might. So JR said he'll come. JR actually said that he'll come do Tuner Talk at some point. I talked to Tanner. Tanner said he can have Josh Bader come, which that would be amazing. Getting JR and Bader on here would be awesome because I'm sure they have tons of stuff to talk about. Mike Body is probably never going to come. I don't know if he ever will, but it's okay because we still have all these other great guys to do Tuner Talk with. Eyesight. Kate says Eyesight is on my wife's Subaru. Okay, I made this video about Eyesight. I'm going to talk about this specifically. Kate says, Eyesight is on my wife's Subaru. It can be frustrating sometimes. It just randomly hits the brakes. That has to be a Subaru thing only because even when I made my Eyesight video the other day, people kept saying that they had all these problems. We have had 2 Volvos in the span of 7 years, and both of them have had all these systems on it, and not once have I ever experienced a problem. The only time I experienced a problem was when I was lane changing without my indicator on, and that's when the lane keep assist will kick in. And at that point, if you're not changing lanes with an indicator, you're an asshole. That's it. Like, that's how I feel, right? And I have never had any issues with any of those systems. Maybe the old Eyesight from Subaru is just, like, not that great. Maybe that's the thing. Joey, man, everybody's waiting on that turbo kit, man. That's going to be a lot of fun. I definitely am not going to be able to keep up with you once you get a turbo kit. This is for sure. But I'll be on the dirt. So maybe it'll even out. You know, you could be on the tarmac and I could be on the dirt. Oh, dude, you are going to get so many RTV questions. To this day, people still ask about RTV on the WRX. And, like, if there was one car that was going to have RTV and the engine was going to blow, I promise you it was going to be my car, Rick Wilson's car, maybe, like, Dylan Grace. He does a lot of racing. His car. Like, there's a lot of cars that are racing right now, and they are not blowing up because of RTV. Next year, Boosted Performance or GR2 and Brian. They're both really good. I think it just comes down to, I think most of the tuners now are actually kind of settled in at the power figures that they like. Depending on the parts you get, you're going to make between 330 and 350 on 93. And again, depending on the parts you get, you're going to make between 370 and 400 on, you know, like full 85 or like E60 or something like that, you know? So it's really not that bad. These talks are good. Edward says these talks are good because I got 3 tunes now from Graham because dude, I'm glad that I have 3 tunes myself. I have my 93 tune from Graham, which is fantastic. I have my ethanol blend, which is great gas mileage and like a really good middle ground. And my E85 is from D-Man, but I'm actually thinking about picking up another E60 tune just from Graham because I gotta have my gas mileage back, dude. It is killing me driving like 60, 70 miles a day on E85. And the only reason I do it is because this is going to sound like super egotistical, but like if I see somebody on the road and they want to race me, I want to be able to race them with full power. I don't want to be like, oh, guys, you got to race me when I got my right tune on, blah, blah, blah. So I literally just roll with E85 on a daily basis, regardless of gas mileage. Oh, this is a good one. JM Trujillo asked, were you able to resolve the hood bounce issue? Kind of still dealing with it. You know what? After that live stream, like, what was it, like 4 live streams ago? I completely forgot about it. Like, maybe it fixed it. I'm really not sure. But I haven't messed with it. Anyone got an opinion on aftermarket big brake kits? Okay, Terrence asks, anyone got an opinion on aftermarket big brake kits? There's a lot. But the real question is, do you need a big brake kit? The only way to answer that is, are you going to the track every day? If it's no, don't get it. Get some pads, get some oil, change your lines. More than enough. Maybe get some rotors if you really feel like it. Save that money. But if you're tracking it a lot of them are good. Like, I think the TDMI and JD Muscle one is now, they're both like $3,000. Mach 5 has one for like STI Brembos that's like $6,000, which is really, really expensive. But you can actually pick up STI Brembos, like a VB or a VA STI Brembos, for like $1,000 to $1,200, just the calipers themselves. So you can piece it together over time. So there's a lot of options out there, but it really depends on what you're, even myself, like I got STI Brembos for $900. They're still sitting here. I have never used them. I don't know if I'm going to use them because even when I switch over to my rally build, my wheel is going to get smaller. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to fit them anymore. So it just really depends on what you're doing. And I think most rally cars actually don't even have large size Brembos. So that's, I think, something else to really consider. Brian, I've had my O2 wagon tuned at OFL Performance. JR is great. Yes, he is. Eyesight loves to break when the person in front of you turns off-road. I know people have been saying that, T-Flow, but like I haven't really seen it happen to myself. Polish Bullet, all right, brother, I have to go. You guys have a good, hey man, have a great holiday. Have a happy new year. I'm going to come out to Chicago. I promise you it's going to happen and we're going to run it. You guys mark these words. Polish Bullet's got a tuned Elantra N. We're going to hang out. We're going to meet one of these days. It's going to happen. Let me catch back up here. Yes, Mikey GC8 lifted Subarus. Fantastic. I cannot wait to lift mine. A, I'm tired of my mud flaps scraping on everything. Number one. And B, I'm just like really looking forward to like, so what I want to do is I want my wife in the car, and one day I want to be stuck in traffic, and my wife is like getting irritated because she cannot stand traffic. And what I want to do is I want to just be like, oh, babe, let's just take the off-road and just turn onto the median and start driving up the mud. That's what I want to do. I think that would be a lot of fun. Yes, Alex, I think the RTV issue is super overblown. Yes, Joey, 100% for science. I'm all about the science. Rocky Rockwell, I drove my mom's 2020 Crosstrek on Eyesight, drove 70 plus round trip to commute. I had zero problems with it. I mean, it's really, I understand like what people are saying, like it can happen, but it's pretty doo-doo. I don't know, man. T-Fly, I've seen 0 inches blown from RTV issue. That's exactly how I feel. The only ones that did were the BRZ ones. But we've already established that they've got different stuff. Graham's gas mileage is like 30 on the high with my E85. What? Edward, really? God damn, bro. Dude, I am not getting 30 mpg with my E85. I'm getting like 20 maybe. It's really bad, man. It is incredibly bad. Garrett says, you're lucky my car has a boost leak. What? Dude, no way. Okay, I'm actually still dealing with my mystery oil, or not oil, but like wherever air is coming in, it's still happening. Like we just tuned out of it, but I have no idea how to fix that. I think I actually need to just get new parts maybe and just try something other than Perrin one of these days. Dan Rosado said, just pop it in and say hello. It's my daughter's birthday. If you want to say happy birthday. Happy birthday, Zoe. Happy birthday, Zoe. I hope you're having a great birthday. And you know what? Make sure your parents do not do this, okay? Make sure they don't pull a fast one on you. You make sure you get birthday presents and Christmas presents. Do not let them tell you you get one present for both, okay, Zoe? That's from me, okay? I said it's allowed. Make sure you tell your parents. And you guys, get her 2 presents, okay? We kiss up Matthias. How do you feel about sequentials? Oh, man. I would love a sequential in my car. That would be awesome. I looked up what they cost. They're like $20,000 for one. You know, let's say 6 years from now, you guys mark this on your calendars. Maybe 4 years. Okay, let's say mark on your calendar. 4 years from now, I hope to have a car with a sequential transmission in it. Goals, right? 4 years. What is it right now? 2023? 2027. That's going to be my year. Or 2028 because this year is pretty much over. Kate says, it's like all the other rattles. You just tune them out. Dude, I know. Okay, my car rattles from the driver's side pillar, the passenger side pillar, the dash. The dash is just randomly rattling like crazy. I don't even understand what the hell is going on with it. I legit thought something was wrong with the engine, so I kept opening the hood to see if like anything was moving, and now I just live with it. It's very frustrating. Do you think the dealership would be able to fix interior rattles? Dude, Alex, I don't know, man. I think you're just gonna have to live with it. It's gonna be I don't know if anybody would ever do anything about it. It's probably just going to be, you could probably tell them and ask them, but I have a feeling that they'll just be like, psh, it's a Subaru. Live with it. Joey says, come to Wilmington first. Man, I have so many places to go. I have to go to the East Coast, the West Coast. I might be going down to Texas again. Like, it's just, I'm actually going to, you guys don't know this, I'm actually going to Colorado at the end of January. There's a huge VB group in Colorado that I'm a part of. And I'm going to surprise them down there. Well, I'm not going to surprise them and let them know that they're there. I'm going with my wife we're going on a little vacation. And my wife's best friend lives there. And of course, it's Colorado, so there's like Subarus everywhere. So it's going to be pretty cool. So if you're in here and you're from Colorado or like Denver, watch out. I'm coming down. Unlock old reviews and shit says unlocked old gaming live streams. Hell no. It's not going to happen. Never. Maybe I'll unlock one and see how it does and see if you guys want to watch it. But they're really, really bad, dude. You don't want to see those. Oh, man. I'm bouncing back and forth. Here, Terrence says, yeah, that makes sense. I just daily drive mine, mountain driving a few times north. Big brake hit might be overkill. Oh, yeah, dude. 100% overkill. You get yourself good pads, good rotors, and some better brake fluid and lines. All of that will be under $1,000. All four wheels. Promise you. Do that instead. Shane Dash says, anyways, just wanted to thank you. I'm flashing the Cabo TS2 and after the first year and part of your videos. Thank you so much, Shane. I'm glad that you're doing that. I know you were going to enjoy it. When I moved over from just the stock map to the OTS, it is a noticeable difference. Now, something you remember, the 93 one is good. I think the 91 is like, so hopefully you're in a place where you can get 93 because that one feels really good. From fat to fit 206 says, what do I need to do to tune for E85? Actually, you can tune for E85 right now. You just need a tuner. You need to get NACSA support, and any tuner can tune you for E85 right now with absolutely no hard parts changing at all whatsoever. And you can get a pretty decent bump in power. Just popping in and say hello. Oh, yes, got you, Dan. I wanted to catch you before I lost you. JM Trula says high altitude tuning in Denver and take my VB off snowboarding. Oh yeah, that was actually a question. JM, you probably were the one who even asked this on one of the tuner talks. We did ask Graham about high altitude tuning, and that was a pretty big deal. Rocky Rockwell says when you get rally coilovers, please do. Okay, so here is the deal. I don't know if you guys have heard of flat out suspension. So flat out suspension is a big. Flat Out Suspensions is a big sponsor of a lot of companies. And here at Ecotech, they actually do run Flat Out Suspension on pretty much all their rally builds. Like, because they build them for the 100 Acre Woods rally, which is actually happening here in March. Travis Pastrana is going to be down here. Brandon S. is going to be down here. I will be there. And Dewey from IAG also runs flat out suspension on his car. So I actually reached out to them, and I think I may be able to get actual rally suspension from them. I think they might even be a sponsor for the channel here in the next couple of months, and that's going to be really good because that is actual purpose-built rally suspension. So that is going to be really cool. I will definitely let you know when that happens. Edward Joe's note the ethanol was at 70%. Yeah, that's the problem with ethanol is like you really have to check to see you have to check every ethanol everywhere there is. I check mine pretty much weekly. And right now we have like the winter blend, like most of them are 70, 75. There is one that's still like 80. It's like a Murphy USA that's still running it. Yeah, Vediger says rattles are part of Subaru ownership. Yes, it is. Yes, they are. Okay, Rocky, I'm actually going to be down in Denver, Broomfield area. So I'm going to let everybody know before I come down there so that they know I'm down there. And hopefully somebody picks me up and takes me around. It's going to be really good. I look forward to it. Diallo, thanks, man. I appreciate you stopping by, saying hi. I appreciate that. John says, SoCal in the house. One day I'll make it out there. There is apparently a nice small little group of people in California who have been asking me for some time. It's just, if I go somewhere, brother's not making a whole lot of money, okay? I can't fly, and I can't ship my car. So if I go to any of these places, I got to drive. So that means driving to California is like a day and some hours, because I still need to go up to Portland and Washington to see Tanner. I need to see Jeff Perrin. That's a drive. That's like an hour, not an hour. It's like a day and 7 hours. It's terrible. Oh my goodness, Aeroflow Dynamics. Welcome, Aeroflow Dynamics. And you know what? I am all about transparency. I talked a bunch about you guys earlier in the stream. It was constructive criticism. I do feel like you guys need to go back and watch it, and maybe we can talk about it. If you guys fly me out there, I will for sure have to do a major video with you guys, because like you guys know as well as I do, a lot of people tend to have a lot of complaints about you guys, but I felt like a lot of times you guys don't get to tell your side of the story. And I've been thinking about this for some time, doing an actual expose on that, but go back and watch the stream from the beginning. There's things I said, but I think that we can figure out a way to fix these problems. But I don't want it to be like, oh, did you guys hear what like Away said about your company, blah, blah, blah. No, I said it. I'm telling you now, go back and watch it and we can talk about it. Would I ever consider, Alex, would I ever consider doing air suspension? Probably not. I don't know. I think air suspension has come a long way. And I know there's some people that actually use it for drifting, but I don't know if I would want to use it yet. Again, that's probably also because I don't have a lot of experience with it. I wouldn't be opposed to trying it if somebody marketed me some air suspension that was specifically designed for racing. I think it would be really cool, because having the ability to adjust dampers on the fly for track racing, and well, actually, I guess you can already do that with coilovers. It's just the height is the only real thing, because dampers you can already adjust. And can you adjust spring rate with air suspension? Because if you can adjust spring rate, then maybe that's something that might be something that I would consider doing. Do I need to fully from Fat said, do I need to fully empty my gas tank from 93? Yeah, dude. I would suggest going literally as low as you can go. What I like to do, and I know this already, that once the dial actually hits like the triple lines, you have 2 gallons left in reserve. So what I do is I mark myself and I drive another 20 to 25 miles and then fill up. And usually it'll be like 1 gallon or half a gallon or something like that. But that's how you do it. But you got to be really careful. Don't get stranded on the road. That's really important. Let's see. Oh, it was Jeff from Aeroflow Dynamics. Yeah, man. I think we do. It's been a while since we've done anything together. I think we definitely have a lot to talk about as time goes on, because my thing is always about is transparency, discussion, and sometimes having the difficult discussion. I don't mind doing that. Even if somebody doesn't like what I said, as long as I said it and it's out in the open and we can discuss it, I'm okay with that. I am completely okay with that. If you come down to Portland, I want to know. Yeah, I will actually let everybody know before I go to any of these states. Portland, I want to come down to because I think it is really important for me, because I want to meet Tanner. Okay, that man was my hero before doing all of this. That's who I used to watch, and the fact that like I get to talk to him now all the time is kind of like a dream come true for me. It's really weird because like every time he calls, like he'll call me on Facebook or like Instagram and like video chat, and like on the inside, I legit fangirl every time he calls me, which is so dumb. I know, but like I can't help myself. Yes, paper cuts. Yes, it's all about respect. I think just like talking shit. I don't talk shit. I just try to talk and have discussions about it, and I think it's important. I think it's important for everybody, and that's why I make some of these discussion videos, because people will talk about it and argue on Reddit and on Facebook, and I'm like, well, it's worth clearly it's worth talking about to people. So like, let's have a chat about it, and that's why like if you look at the comments, like I'll go in there, and sometimes it seems like I'm arguing with people, but like it's okay to have a back and forth. Like I don't mind that at all. Alexa says spring date changes with pressure technically. Like if that's the case, that might be something that we can do. If they do that, I would be willing to try it, because I know that I'm going to be racing. I just know this. And learning more about suspension and being able to adjust this stuff on fly, I think that would really be really cool. Aeroflow Dynamics, you got it. I'll DM you on the IG. Oh yeah, man. Hey, you know what? Let's get through the holidays. You guys have a good holiday weekend as well, and we'll talk about it. We'll talk more for sure. Adela says, question for you in the chat. If you plan on keeping my VB long-term and keep it stocked, do I still need an AOS? It is recommended for all turbo cars to have an air oil separator or catch cans at the very least, right? I think that it's important, and pretty much everybody will say that it is important. I don't think there's been a single person who has said like, oh yeah, just roll with it. Because so what you're doing is you are keeping that engine cleaner longer. You'll still get some carbon buildup in there, but it should be considerably less than when you have it, than when you don't have an AOS or a catch can, because you guys may or may not be familiar with walnut blasting, and that's actually to get all the carbon buildup off the valves and stuff like that, because that's blow-by going back into your engine. So really, it's just preventative maintenance. Do it. If you have to think about it, don't. Just do it. So says, Jeff, get the grill and the front X-brace. Yeah, the X-brace is too late for me. I don't know what I'm going to do, especially with this. Oh, you know what? I didn't even realize there's more people in the chat. Let me show you guys the grill. If you haven't seen this and you were new to the chat in the last like 25 minutes, this is the JD Muscle carbon fiber AMG grill. I know, hella controversial. That's why I got it, because I like to do controversial things. I don't mind getting yelled at and roasted. I'm going to try it out. I don't know what it's going to look like, but it's here. It's going to happen. It's happening. What else we got here? JM Trillo, have a Merry Christmas and New Year's. Let us know when you're Denver. For sure, man. Thank you so much. Have a great holiday, JM. Hope you guys take care out there. And I will let you guys know. Catch up, Rocky. When you start looking the rally off-road route, what tires you thinking about? Dude, I have no idea. I am trying to actually signed up for a sponsorship with Toyo. And Toyo does have like tons of different tires, both track, snow, ice, and dirt tires. They have a system where you can actually apply for a sponsorship. I haven't heard back from them. For me, the tires that I'm going to use are going to be the ones that I can afford, because I just bought track tires. And I'm trying to decide if I'm going to sell them and get different tires. I'm going to keep them both, because I don't have money for both. So I got to figure out what to do. Realistically, I probably am going to go with like the Falcon Wild Peaks AT. I see a lot of people run those on cars other than WRXs, especially in like the Outback and the Crosstrek community. They love Falcon Wild Peaks. So that might be the direction I go. No idea. Ian says, great live stream, bro. Never stick around for these, but loving it. Hey, man, thank you, Ian. At least you stop by. You show your support. That's all that matters to me, man. I really appreciate that. From Fat says, I live in the same area as Tanner. Oh, I put some mud flaps for the other day. Dude, I know. He's got like the new in box BC Racing coilovers as of right now, doesn't he? Where is he? He literally just posted them. Are they still there? Go away. All these Tranny 2 SOAs, low tolerance, blah, blah, blah. Where is my... Oh, man, I am so terrible with... Like, sometimes when I do social media, I feel like such an old person. He is selling... Oh, come on. Where's your story? Like, I saw his story. His stories are gone. Yeah, he was selling, like, the BC Racing coilovers, I think. So definitely. Hey, you know what? If you do see him again, give him a high five from me. I work in one of Portland's biggest breweries. Oh, dude, that sounds awesome. Paper cuts. That, you know what? I'll grab Tanner, and we will come and get some beers from you. That sounds like a lot of fun. I definitely would appreciate that. Tanner says, what if we just use a fuel system cleaner every 5,000 miles during oil changes to combat the carbon buildup? I mean, maybe. You know, a lot of people have different opinions on what to do, but like, I don't know, man. That's been the hardest part about being new to all this stuff myself. Like I said, before this car, I never did anything with cars. I always wanted to. I drove them. I drove the hell out of them, but I never did anything like this advanced in my mind, advanced with them. And so like, I don't really know what the real answer is. Like an engineer would really tell you, to be honest. Yeah, BLM says Noble and AFD will have that grill too. Yeah, and you know what? I'm sure they will. I'm sure that they will. Eventually, everybody gets all of them. It's just they had this for a while. And actually, you know what? This grill, I think, is actually off of their car, like off of the JD muscle car. I think this is the only one right now. But I was like, you know what? I'll give it a shot just to be different. Why not? I wonder if you should get the 17-inch. Yeah, okay. So, Chris, that's what I think I'm going to do. I am probably going to go 17 inches because I still want to put the STI brakes in there. That's why I want to keep the STI brakes for the track days. And so I think I'm going to go 17-inch. And there's a lot of really good options for 17-inch. But now, okay, realistically, I want 1552s. That's what I want. Let's talk about that because I've been trying to figure out what wheels I want. And I really like 1552 a lot. Where is it? Let me pull this up. Here we go. These, like, this style of wheel just looks ridiculous and awesome at the same time. Like, just some weird shit like that. And you know, just because I'm on the dirt does not mean I'm not running white wheels. Believe me, I'm running white no matter what. That shit's happening. Chewy says, the grill looks like a Lincoln MKX. I know, man. It looks like so many funny cars. Like Maseratis. It looks like, obviously, Mercedes-Benz has it. Emperor Penguin, yeah. Full screen Android Auto. I've heard that it might be coming real soon. Okay, what's AOS? Phil Newbin, paper cassette. So an AOS is basically an air oil separator. So you have a portion of the oil that is being sent back through the engine for it to be burned for any engine that gets used in the engine that gets caught in this system. And so you have the option of getting a oh my god, brain fart, catch can system so you can catch that oil before it gets sent back into the engine. Or you can get what this is, an air oil separator. It's basically what it says. It's supposed to separate the air and the oil and catch all that oil and let it circulate. The difference is the air oil separator, you really don't have to change that often or clean out until like maybe like once every few months if you really want to for maintenance purposes. And a catch can, you actually manually dump that out. So that's what that is. Hold on, let me catch up with, oops, I moved myself. I did not mean to do that. Let me catch up. Below, paper air oil separator, yep. Any upcoming... So Alex has any news on the upcoming infotainment updates? I have heard rumors, but nothing concrete. Rocky Rockwell, have you looked at Roblox mud flaps for the rally off-road? No, I haven't. I'm actually still running the OEM ones, and they're okay for now, right? I don't know if I need anything above that, but if I do, I was looking at, I know like Rally Armor has them, Roblox has them. I mean, there's Rockblocks, there's tons of them, but I don't know yet how useful they are even right now. Like, maybe eventually I will probably change. But Fatty says, for how long have you been tuned for E85? And since you pretty much daily it, do you have to do any extra maintenance? No. There's no extra maintenance for E85. I have been running D-Man's full E85 tune probably for about 3 months now. I've been running a blend from Graham since January. And so, nothing. I don't have to do anything extra. It just works out great. Paper cuts, is it a mod or does something like that happen at some point by a shop? Hold on. Oh yeah, it's a mod. We actually have a few videos. A lot of us actually have a few videos on it. Like I have one, Joey has one. Tanner has probably like one of the better ones. Like everybody's got a video on it. It is something. It's definitely involved. I know that when I did my AOS, it took me about 4 hours. It was a hot mess. If I do it now, I could probably do it a lot faster, maybe like an hour and a half. But it's still an involved thing to do that requires some very specific parts to install. Let's see. How many miles do you guys have on your VB? That Black WX says, how many miles do you guys have on your VB? So my VB is at like 27,900. I'm like just about to tick 28,000. Thoughts on the iPad screen being standard across all trims? You know what? I think it's great. I actually thought that the plastic and everything that they used and the screen that they used in the base looked extra cheap. So I'm glad that they actually changed it because that didn't make any sense for them to do that. Rarest color of VB so far? Confirmation ask. Ignition red. I think ignition red is the rarest one. You rarely see them because a lot of people don't want a red car because it stands out very easily. Shane Dash says, I'll need to go up to St. Louis, man, hang out. I'm down in Memphis. Oh, dude, that's not far at all, man. Come up. It'll be a lot of fun. You know, St. Louis has a lot of really cool things, too. So if you ever come up here, just let me know. Maybe we can go all kinds of places. And yes, ignition red, definitely one of the best colors, I think. I think orange is not rare because that was the first time it came out. And, like, I felt like everybody got an orange VB when they first came out. When are we getting a donut video? As in a donut video like me doing donuts or a donut video with me collaborating with Donut Media? Because the second probably is not going to happen for a long time. A long time. I don't know when the hell that's going to happen. But a donut video, I think it would be fun. It's actually wet outside right now. I should actually it's supposed to rain all week long. Maybe I'll make a little donut short for you guys to throw the 360 camera on the back. And just do a little donut. Terrence asks, anyone here value upgrading their sound system? Definitely. That has been on my list to do. I absolutely hate my sound system. I'm a music guy. As you can see, I have guitars. Oh, if you don't know, I finally got a bass guitar. For those of you who came late, look what I got for Christmas. I got a Jackson JS23. It is so beautiful. And you know what? It looks like ignition red, doesn't it? I'm working on a couple of new tracks because I've really been milking the hell out of my current tracks, and I want something new on the channel, and so I got that. Paper cuts. Wait. So what's like the alternative if something can happen? The alternative is to get. I mean, you either have catch cans or you do an air roll separator, or you just make sure you do your walnut blasting, which is a routine maintenance every 60, 70,000 miles. So that's something to do. Sapphire Blue. I've seen a lot of Sapphire Blues. Rocky says, collaborate with Donut. Dude, I think it's possible. I think with the support that everybody gives me, I think in time, I don't know how many years it's going to take, but I think that could happen. I mean, they're really big, and they will make a video on literally anything. So it's possible that one day I could make it to donut video, especially considering I'm doing something that is so hyper-specific and incredibly like focused. And my goal is to become the master about VBs. You know, through all the tutor talks and all the racing and all that, like I want to be known as like the guy for the next 6 years or however long the VB's out. I want to be known as like the guy for VBs. And once that happens, I think Donut will recognize. I think a lot of people will. VB Brian asks, plans to STI swap the trans swap. Yes, I actually have a transmission currently sitting at my local Subaru shop. It is a 2019 STI transmission with DCC and everything, and all we are waiting for is time. They're just really busy. They have a rally happening here in March, and so they actually help build a lot of the cars that go down to the rally. Here, it's actually here in Missouri. I will be down there, and they're just really busy. So I'd say probably mid to end of January is when I'm gonna get my STI swap. So that will be done. Donut Short. Christopher, you know what? I'm going to make it happen. Just for you, I'm going to make it happen this week. Daniel, man, welcome to the stream. Get the SCI trans ready for the donut video. Yeah, man. I know. Right now, the only way I can do a donut is like if it's really wet, and we got rain the next 5 days, so I can actually do that. Paper Cut says, so hopefully it's something that's listed in the manual as routine maintenance. No, not really. It's because it's not something that, I mean, maybe. I guess I never really looked. I think valve cleaning is just something that most people do on their turbo cars over a certain time anyway. So possibly. Confirmation. I would cry tears of joy if Subaru offered Lavorga. Oh, man, don't even get me started. That car looks so damn good. At first I thought the wagon looked really weird, like from the back. Let's see. Let's pull it up now. Now we got to talk about this. Let's look at the wagon. WX Japan AU wagon. Now we're gonna get into this because I love this wagon. Okay, all right. At first, it looks humongous. It looks so big, right? And where is it? I don't know, man. I still think it looks really, really good. But sometimes it looks really big. I still don't understand why they didn't put the fenders. And it has a completely different, like, grill, bumper area. I don't know, man. They really did some weird stuff when it comes to the wagon. And I do think it looks really, really good. And if I had the choice between the VB I have and the wagon, and I would take the wagon. There's absolutely no, like, doubt in my mind that I would get the wagon. Let's see. Does it have the pictures of the back? Where's the back of the wagon? Dude, look at that space. Look at how much space. The practicality. Oh my God. It's, as an adult, it just kills me how beautiful that is. I want to see the back of it. Come on, guys. Show me that butt. What? No ass shots? Like, that's weird. Okay, here we go. I have a closer up of the ass. Come on. Oh, shit. I'll be right back. I gotta open the door for my wife. Oh, so sorry about that. I completely forgot. Our the door to our garage is electronic, and the batteries died, and I locked the door, and I forgot. And she just came home. She was like knocking on the door to get my attention, and I'm down here in the basement. Okay, still no ass shot. Okay, these guys are wasting my time. Where's the ass? It looks good. Oh man, look at that. I just don't understand. I don't understand why we didn't get it. Anyway, let me catch up to chat. It does look like a grown-up. What is the total cost? Oh, let me catch up. The sports wagon. I've seen some colors. Awesome bass. Oh, Shane, thanks, man. I am a guitar player, and obviously, if you can play guitar, you can play bass. For the most part. And so I've been wanting to write more music for the channel, but I was like, I really want a bass. I've got the guitar, I've got the drums, I've got the guitar. I really want to fill that. So I finally got one. What's the total cost? Whew. Alex, it really depends. If you do it by yourself, it costs you very little. Some shops will charge you like 10 grand to do the install. It just really, really depends. It can get incredibly costly. There's no one figure, because you can buy a whole kit, or not a kit, but like you can buy the whole transmission and the axles and and everything for like somewhere between $2,900 to $4,000, really depending on like the mileage on it. But you have to kind of shop for it. But then it just comes down to like, are you going to do the work? Because like if you look at Joey Montalto's channel, he did the work himself. So like you can do it if you got the parts and the patience for it. Or if you got friends, That's what I got. I don't have experience. I have friends. And so, that's how I'm going to do it. But it just really depends. Jennifer says, I can't understand why so many manufacturers don't import. I don't know, man. I guess like Americans don't like wagons. I don't know. I really don't understand what the reasoning is, but I think it looks fantastic. And that's the thing, because like I guess they feel like they already have an Outback, but I don't know, man. I don't want it. I want a wagon. I want a wagon. Israel is home. 2002. Happy holidays, man. Happy holidays, bud. We still have to get the Evo and the Subi together. Yes, we do, dude. Julian, that's you, right? We definitely have to get the Evo together. That would be so amazing, because that is like the combo. And that is a video that needs to be seen, especially because we got the same power level too. I'm still at the same power level, 380. So, and I believe you're like very close. So if you guys don't know, my buddy Julian here, he has a Evo 10. It is a beautiful, beautiful car. And we met at an Ecotech meet last year, or like I guess now earlier this year. It was like in March. And we talked about running it, and it's just things have happened or whatever. But like we definitely got to get together for a vehicular acceleration testing, because that is such a great looking car, and I look forward to hearing what it sounds like. I was about to go shop for a power. Oh no! Hopefully you get like different tunes so you can kind of stay closer to my low level. Oh man. Uh-oh. Okay, just make sure my daughter didn't wake up. Paper said, I spent $500 at an audio shop and got the speakers upgraded, and it sounds like about 40% better. Yeah, I think that's the thing. Getting the speakers changed and adding some like sound deadening really makes a big difference. At least that's what a lot of people say. But it also depends on the type of speakers you get, because a buddy of mine at work, he is a massive audiophile. He has a new Camry TRD, and he has changed all the speakers on it. And he's gotten, I think he's spent somewhere around like, and this is a lot of money, like $600 a speaker. $600 a speaker. It sounds amazing. Like I sit in his car, it sounds like, he tells me about it, and apparently it just sounds heavenly. And he's been telling me to come sit in his car. What we're going to do is maybe next week, he's going to sit in my car and sound how shitty it is. And I'm going to sit in his car. He's not going to sell me on $600 speakers, but I would love to have something better, because I love listening to music, and we just have like nothing good. Goodness. Let's catch up. You got Jeremy S says, got the HK system, not impressed. We'll be upgrading speakers. Oh, dude, really? Man, that's crazy to me that the HK, because I know it's like $1,800. Unless you have a limited, then it just comes with it. But still, like you would think that those are slightly better speakers. Oh man, Chris Charles says went to Crutchfield, got 6 speakers and sound was better. Man, yeah, it's gonna be next. I think that's a big upgrade. Jeremy, man, thank you for the membership. I appreciate it. Welcome to the membership group. Slowly growing. Julian says, I ordered a 62mm turbo and cams and springs. Oh my God. Dude, how much power are you going to make on that thing? Is that going to be like that? That for sure is what, like 450? With that, that's got to be a lot more power than what you're making right now. That's crazy. I am not going to be able to keep up. But you know what? We'll still run it just because. Just because. I think it'd still be a lot of fun to see that race happen. High 500s? Oh, Julian, you're killing. Dude, that is crazy. You know what? We'll run it, and then the whole video is just going to be you and I riding around in that car. It's going to be awesome. That is going to be a crazy amount of power. Jeremy says, Crutchfield is the best. Yeah, dude. When I used to buy parts, you know what? I actually still have a JVC head unit that I bought from Crutchfield upstairs. It used to be in my RX-8, and I have my Kicker IX 1000 monoblock amp that I bought from Crutchfield like however many years ago as well. Like I would love to put those parts in my car, but I'm just focusing on the performance right now. Sus says I got the limited and the sound is okay. Could definitely be worse. The HK my 2011. Okay. My wife's Volvo doesn't even have an upgraded sound system, and it still sounds better. Subi2B asks, what lower control arms are you running? Okay, I am running the SPC lower control arms. And the reason why I am running those is the price. Because I, A, didn't know any better, and B, just the price. I am running these right here. This is what I have. I would not suggest these specifically because something like IC LCA 223X, something like this is better because I feel like you get more adjustability and easier adjustability out of like being able to turn the knobs versus the SPC. It's just an eccentric bolt, and so you only have 3 positions. 3 positions? Yeah, 3 positions to choose from. So I would suggest if you're going for lower control arms, get something that has more adjustability like that. Oh, Manjit, dude, that was so funny. Anytime somebody posts something like, what's your speed on this or show me how you race that, that is exactly what I post is that. That's so funny. Oh my goodness. VB Brian says, my 2013 Nissan Maxima's Bose sound system. Oh yeah. My buddy had a 2002 Maxima SE with an upgraded sound system, and then he put like a 1500 watt amp in there and one JBL W7 12-inch, and I think that's one of the reasons why I've lost a few brain cells is because of that subwoofer. Jeremy says the bass speakers are made from tissue paper and 1 ounce magnet. Turns out the HCs are much better. I pop one out just to make sure the Indians get me. Yeah, dude. The bass ones, I've only seen them in like videos because I know JDM Right Hand Drive made the video with them upgrading, and I think Flatline did as well. Like Brad made a video on it as well. And when they took those speakers out, they looked awful falafel. I cannot even believe it because, we don't really ask. Like, do you think like how much you think it would have cost them to have better speakers, just like okay speakers, and put LEDs in the car, like the LED, like the map lights and the dome lights and all that. Like it couldn't have cost them that much, and now they're gonna increase the price to 32, make it 32,500, and just put some better shit in the car. Like I think more people would appreciate that if they said, yeah, we fixed that part, but here, it's just gonna cost $500 more. Okay, fine, I can live with that. But I don't think anybody wants to hear me say the VB needs to be more expensive than it is now. VB says upgraded to Rockford Fosgate. Was it just, did you get just the speakers? Okay, now here's the question. Are you guys getting just speakers, or are you also upgrading the tweeters? Because I have heard that the tweeters are okay, but the speakers themselves are garbage. But also a lot of the lack of bass is a big deal. So are you able to get 6x9s in the back, or what is it that you're doing to help with the bass response? Because for me, it feels very tinny. How are they even getting... Dude, that's what I'm saying, dude. They must have, like, a factory there that just has them in reserve. Like, it makes no sense. Even 2021, my 2021 WRX Premium still came with halogen light bulbs. I said, what the hell is this, 1996? Like, who the hell has... There's no base car that I know of right now that is being sold for like $20,000 even that has halogen headlamps. It makes no sense to me. Like I paid $32,000 for that car and I still can't get LED headlights. I think speakers are coax, right? So the tweeters are combined with the regular drivers. I don't know. I thought that the tweeters were like up in the dash by the vents. I thought dash and all 4 doors. Most of the bass is from the front door speakers. Really. Interesting. I thought that maybe putting like slightly bigger speakers in the back because I thought that there's more space back there, isn't there? Pre-pandemic stock, bro. No, pre-pandemic, like whatever Toyota had left over, they're like, here, just throw this shit in your cars. Toyota bought 30% stock in Subaru, and they're like, well, what did we get out of it? And they just like gave them a giant like drum full of incandescent lights. John says, I feel like having the HK system is negative, makes upgrading harder. Really? You think so? The problem is you can't get it separate from the sunroof. So it's like, if you get the sunroof, you have to get the HK system with it so you don't get a choice. Mark Gonzalez says, I got 2 subs. The next week I got the car. My 22 BRZ speakers were great. Then switched to my first 4-door. I couldn't see the speakers. Yeah, that's why I always tell people the first mod you should do on your VB, get an axle back, because you know you ain't gonna listen to no music. Because even when I'm on the phone with somebody, I have to turn the damn thing all the way to 32 because it just doesn't get very loud, or it's not clear. That's the thing, it's not clear enough. But then if you go past 32, it just sounds like garbage after that anyway. Papercut says the sound deadening holds the bass in too. Yeah, that's the other thing. I feel like if you do take the doors apart, throw in some sound deadening in there. So Subi2B, Beatsonic has an amp you can plug directly into the back of the Infinite. Interesting. That might be something. VB Brian, although no wonder all the harnesses are tuned up. Oh, are they? Oh, dude, look at this. Demetrius James. He is in my chat. I don't remember the last time I've ever seen you here. Okay, guys. You guys don't know this, but I'm telling you right now. Demetrius is my best friend. He's been my best friend since high school, and he's my best friend to this day. He was the one that I was saying had the 2002 Maxima SE with the JBL W7. Demetrius, what was the amp that you had in there? Because you had like a custom amp that you ordered from like California or some crazy shit. And what was the power on that? Like, was it like 1,500 watts or something crazy like that? VB Brian, I got an ETS axle back. Oh, yeah. Take the mufflers off. That's the only sound system you're going to need for a while until you get actual speakers. But, I mean, I think the upgrade for the speakers is, with the harnesses, I think a total of $300. Like, it's not overly expensive. Like, you know what? Let me take you guys with me. Let's go look at JDM Right-Hand Drive's video. And we'll also look at Flatline WRX's video. Let me see. JDM. Oh, you know what? I got to tell you, look at this. I am so happy. That Cody got his car back. Remember you guys said Cody busted his car up really bad? And I'm so thankful that he has returned because, as you guys know, there's not a whole lot of guys running the VB, doing like VB content creation. So this is amazing. Oh my God, look at this. Demetrius said 3,000 watts at 1 ohm. That's unbelievable. And I actually remember exactly what it sounded like, and it sounded amazing. And it was in that Maxima, which was a fantastic car. Here, listen, JDM Right-Hand Drive. Speakers WRX. Let's see. Here we go. So he upgraded. So he did 2 pieces? Wait a minute. 2 dash speakers upgrade. Install Infinity reference speakers 3.5. He's also got these 6x9s in the front? What? No way. Let me see what's going on here with this. Oh. Because like this video or like the other VB video is probably. Oh yeah, those are the Rockford. Is this the Rockford Fosgate ones that you got? I got exactly Josh from right. Yeah, exact. Oh, okay. Yeah. Nice. So that, dude, just having 6x9s in the front would be a massive, massive increase. Let me see. Let's go back. Have the speakers side by side. I wanted to see them again. Oh, are those the... I see. So that's the stock. Yeah, so that's the stock speaker right there, right? His videos are like a little different. Like I don't like he does like a lot of cuts back and forth. So it's hard for me to like. Oh, there we go. Almost got it. Okay, his hand is in the way. So okay, so that's the OEM one, the one that's sitting on the right, and that's the upgraded one, the Rockford Fosgate on the left. That actually does sound pretty cool. Jeremy says, sadly, no one around me has modded VBs. Want to hear exhaust approach? Really? What? Dude, that's ridiculous. If you run 270 speakers, yeah, that's exactly what everybody was saying, which is actually not a bad deal to upgrade those speakers. 6x9 in front, 6.5 in the back. Need a super shallow one. Did you tell your VB Uber about your channel? Okay, so confirmation asked, did I tell my VB Uber about my channel? Actually, the VB Uber was somebody from the Facebook group. I had actually made a post on Facebook asking if somebody was available to pick me up,
And I'll be honest, I made a big mistake. I had originally said I was going to get picked up at BWI, but my flight got changed and I had to get picked up from DC, and that was like 45 minutes from him where he was originally going to pick me up, and he was still nice enough to come pick me up, drive me all the way down to Mechanicsville, which was like an hour away. I mean, I bought him gas. I got him a full tank of gas. I told him to come empty. I'll buy him a full tank of gas. I mean, he was a really nice guy, and he had a nice car too. He had I think he had like a Cybon carbon fiber trunk, and it was ignition red. Like, it was good. I think he had a top mount EATS intake, and just like, I don't remember if he had a J pipe or not, but I mean, he was really nice. I really appreciated the drive. And, we got to talk, and I gave him, a couple of stickers to drop off at Felix Performance, because he was supposed to meet me. When I did my Felix Performance video in Massachusetts, or not Massachusetts, in Baltimore, he was actually supposed to meet me up at Felix, but it didn't work out because he had to, the timings didn't work out. So I was glad to be able to reconnect with him. So that kind of worked out. Should weigh them, massive difference. Oh, weigh the speakers, see which ones. Yeah, dude, when I do that upgrade, I will for sure talk about that, because I love music, and I'm so frustrated that music sucks in my car. Most of the time, I don't even bother listening to music. I just listen to podcasts or just talking videos on YouTube instead of any music, which does kind of make me a little sad, because my music sucks, but my music in my car sucks even worse because of these speakers. So that's something. That's just how it is. Oh, one last time, if you haven't seen this, I'm going to show you this one last time before, because I'm actually going to get off here in a few minutes, because I think I'm getting a little tired for the night. This is the JD Muscle AMG grill. This is what's going to be going on the car. It's very controversial. I think a lot of people are going to have it soon enough, but I ended up getting, I think this is one of the first ones that are out. I'm just trying something different. I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to see what it looks like. If you haven't heard this, I will tell you, you guys are going to be the first ones to know this. JD Muscle actually reached out to me, and they wanted me to make videos. They actually wanted me to make videos, and other creators to make videos for their channel, basic installation videos of all their parts in return for having parts. And at first, I wasn't 100% sure, and then I thought about it. I was like, you know what? That actually is a really good opportunity, because A, I get to get some parts for free. Obviously, it's always nice. Even though I already have a lot of what I want, I'm just trying new things out, just kind of expanding myself a little bit. But at the same time, JD Muscle has a really big following, so I'm thinking that maybe there will be a lot of cross promotion, and maybe my channel can get something out of it. So if you're looking at a JD Muscle YouTube one day and you're wondering why the hell I'm on there, that's why. Surprise. I think they're trying to get a couple of different creators to sign on. It will be a little bit of extra work, because I'll have to make a video for myself and then also a separate video for JD Muscle, but it's something. And I do know that they are actually doing a huge push on the Outback and the Crosstrek for off-roading stuff. And I told them, I said, when you're ready for the VB stuff, if you guys come up with some stuff for me, maybe you guys can be an official rally sponsor for myself, for my car. Because right now I have nothing. I have no bumper bars. I have no undercarriage protection, light bars, none of that stuff. So there might be another collaboration coming here in the next year. So, should be fun. And those of you who don't know, my car is actually going to be rebuilt completely. I am going rally build, 100% lifted rally build. I had told them, yes, I actually told them, I said, when the rear bumper is out, let me know, send it, I will try it. I think it looks really good. I think that it's a little too nice to have for a rally build, because I think it's $1,800 unpainted, and I think it's fiberglass. So I'm not really sure if I would want to run it on a rally build. Mark Gonzalez says, you like the new Aeroflow Dynamics duck bill? You know what? I saw it, that really long one. I actually am a huge fan of gigantic duck bills. So I'm not going to lie, I kind of like it. It does look pretty good. That Black WX, good night. Good night, man. Thank you for coming by the stream. I really appreciate it. I am actually about to get off as well, because my wife is home and I can hear her upstairs, and she kind of likes to watch me play video games while she goes to bed. So this has been a lot of fun. I've been wanting to do live for a while. I actually do need to get on a schedule where I can come and do a live stream every 2 weeks,
just so we can have a time for us to just sit down and talk, because I get a lot of ideas from you guys. I really do. And I get a lot of feedback. And I actually use a lot of that feedback as much as I can. As much as I can take what you guys say and put it into the channel, I do. You know, it's a collaborative process, right? I can't do what I do without you, and you don't get any information unless you tell me what it is that you want to see. So I want to tell you guys, thank you for coming by the stream. Thank you for all the support. I just hit 6,000 subscribers, which is crazy. I cannot even believe that we have gone that far in just like 1 year's time. Take care. If I don't hear from you, have a happy holidays. You know, be good to your family members during Christmas. It's not that bad, and the year will be over, and next thing you know, it's going to be 2024, man. I cannot believe it's going to be 2024. My daughter's birthday is actually in January, January 11th, so she's going to turn 6. So just a lot of things, a lot of stuff. So be safe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.